enough is enough. Today, we're not here to talk about beloved classics or fan-favorite masterpieces. No, today, I'm dragging out the most overhyped, ill-conceived, brain-melting atrocities to ever masquerade as anime in the United States. These aren't just bad, they are narrative abominations, artistic disasters, and colossal insults to human intelligence. So, buckle up, because I'm about to take a flamethrower to the top 10 worst anime in the USA. And trust me, by the end, you'll either be furiously nodding along or ready to scream at me in the comments. Number 10, Pokémon Sun Moon, 2016 to 2019. Let me get this out of the way. Yes, I know Pokémon is iconic, but the Sun and Moon era? It was a grotesque caricature of itself. They took the sharp, adventurous tone of the original and melted it into a gooey, plastic-smiling cartoon that looked like it was drawn by a committee of sleep-deprived interns. Ash went from a determined battler to a slapstick sidekick in his own story. This wasn't evolution. It was narrative regression on a molecular level. Number 9, Sword Art Online, Alicization, 2018 to 2020. Sword Art Online had so much potential, but Alicization felt like the bloated, self-indulgent fanfiction of someone who never learned the concept of pacing. Endless monologues, moral dilemmas that drag on for geological eras, and Kirito somehow managing to be the least interesting character in his own arc. This was not world building. This was narrative taxidermy, lifeless, stiff, and creepy to look at. Number 8, Beyblade Burst Turbo, 2018 to 2019. Remember when spinning tops were exciting? Well, Burst Turbo turned it into an existential punishment. Every episode was a screaming contest between characters drawn with the same copy-paste expressions. The stakes? Meaningless. The drama? Manufactured. The animation? Looked like someone fed the original series through a blender set to Saturday morning trash. Number 7, One Piece 4 Kids Dub, 2004 to 2006. Let's talk about a crime against humanity. The 4 Kids dub of One Piece. This wasn't localization. It was cultural vandalism. They replaced cigarettes with lollipops, guns with toy hammers, and cut entire arcs like they were performing amateur surgery with garden shears. The voice acting made every emotional scene sound like a badly rehearsed middle school play. This wasn't just bad. It was historical erasure for profit. Number 6, Diabolik Lovers, 2013. Imagine writing an anime where the main plot is just vampires emotionally and physically tormenting a girl without depth, without growth, without nuance. The dialogue reads like it was stitched together from rejected fanfiction drafts. The pacing is glacial. The characters are emotional sinkholes, and the entire thing radiates an aura of unwashed desperation. Watching it feels like marinating in someone's badly conceived Wattpad fantasy. Number 5, Pupa, 2014. Pupa is proof that there are ideas that should never escape the brainstorming table. In just 4 minutes per episode, it manages to be simultaneously incoherent, grotesque, and insultingly shallow. The art is ugly, the plot non-existent, and the infamous sibling dynamic is so disturbing it makes you want to scrub your brain with industrial bleach. Pupa isn't an anime. It's a dare to see how much bad taste you can endure before screaming. Number 4, Mars of Destruction, 2005. Mars of Destruction is like watching an unfinished college project presented as a serious anime. The animation? Stiff. The story? Incomprehensible. The voice acting? Sounded like they grabbed random passers-by and shoved a script in their hands. It's a 5-episode masterclass in how to waste time, money, and the audience's will to live. Number 3. Garzey's Wing, 1996. A fever dream, but not the good kind. Garzey's Wing is an unholy fusion of nonsensical dialogue, nonsensical plot, and nonsensical everything. The English dub is legendary, not for quality, but for sounding like no one in the recording booth had any idea what the hell was going on. Watching it is like being trapped inside a medieval LARP directed by a malfunctioning toaster. Number 2, Yexarm, 2021. If you want to know what happens when you take a promising manga and hand it over to a studio that apparently hates both anime and computers, watch Yexarm. The CGI is so bad it makes PlayStation 2 cutscenes look photorealistic. Characters float like broken mannequins through a void of visual misery. The story is a Frankenstein of cliches stitched together with zero care. This anime didn't just miss the mark. It obliterated the concept of aiming altogether. 1. Ghost Stories, English dub, 2000 to 2001. Here's the thing. The original Japanese version was mediocre but passable. The English dub? An anarchic, fourth-wall-breaking disaster that turned horror into a nonsensical meme factory. Racist jokes, bizarre tangents, and voice actors who treated the script like an improv comedy night gone wrong. Some call it so bad it's good. I call it an unfiltered train wreck that stomped the original tone into confetti. These, my friends, are the cursed relics of anime's worst exports to USA. They are not guilty pleasures. They are narrative war crimes. And if any of these were your favorite, well, I envy the bliss of your lowered standards. Agree? Disagree? Rage-fueled rebuttals? Throw them in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time I might just burn down the list of the most overrated anime of all time.